What's up, everybody? In our last episode, well, I should say, welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 22 playthrough as the Pittsburgh Pirates from the 2022 season. And if you remember, in our last video, we went and made all these changes to our bullpen, to our lineups, to make sure that we were in prime position to overcome the 5-game deficit in the division and compete for wild card. Well, if you remember, dipshit AI Ben Cherington, not saying Ben Cherington in real life is a dipshit, but AI Ben Cherington decided to go in and make roster changes for us. So what we did is we went and took that control back from him, so he will no longer just ruin everything that we did. So I went through between videos, redid everything that we did originally, and now we're ready to sim the month of May. So if you remember, we had a 3-game losing streak to the Braves. So we're still 8. We're now in last place, 10-14. We're 8 games behind first, which is going to be daunting. But we're only 3 games. We've only lost a game in the wild card race, so not the end of the world. But those 3 games could come back to bite us in the ass, and I'm going to be fucking pissed if they do, to be honest. I mean, it's my fault, but whatever. So we'll go calendar view again. We'll take a look at some of the wins. So first game with our lineup. Oh, look, shocker. We win 4-3. Clay Holmes standout performance. Win belongs to Craig Stammen. Hey, who rearranged how we handled our bullpen now. Let's see, anyone particularly well. Carson Kelly, 3 for 4. Newman, 2 for 1. And then he's still only hitting 198 right now. Not great. Player of the game, Clay Holmes. So went 5 innings, 4 Ks. I mean, not a great start. Mike Soroka only went an inning and a third, so I'm assuming that he got hurt at some point, unfortunately. Yeah, injured while pitching. Rain delay of 16 minutes. So, okay, so we will take that win, climbing back. Now, big games against the Brewers here. So let's sim this one. 4-3 loss. That hurts. 8-4 loss. That hurts. Oh, and 11 innings. Oh, jeez. Anthony Alford looks like he's coming back down to earth, so we may have to move his spot to Blade full-time. This is not great, folks. The talent is there, but we are not winning, which is no bueno in the biz. Is Tristan back? Yep, he's back. Okay. So let's go back to the team schedule. Loss to the Mets. Win to the Mets, 4-0. I wonder what that looked like there. Steve Matz, all right, 8 1/3, 12 strikeouts, 3 walks. So that was one of our changes, too. He had a game score of 82. That was one of the changes that we made, is to get him in the starting line or rotation, and it looked he did okay. Brian Hayes going 2 for 4. We'd like to see that. Okay, so let's see, where are we at in terms of the race here? So 9 back from the division, 5.5 back from the wild card. So we are borderline. We're facing irrelevancy here. We need to have a couple big series, and then we get the Dodgers coming up. That's not great. Another 8-2 loss. Anthony Alford out for 3 weeks. Okay, well, could only be the 10-day DL there. So then with pitching, let's see, we have an option to bring someone up here. And who will we want to bring up to replace Anthony Alford? How's Kumar Rockin doing at AAA? Wow, pretty good. 7 innings pitched, 9 Ks, 4 walks, a win, 1.21, 1.29 ERA. All right, Kumar. He might get to the majors faster than we thought. Now, if we bring up Dustin Fowler, we're just going to have to send him back. He has no options. Alamaze we could do. Do we want to bring up a pitcher instead? I think we have enough pitchers. Let's see. Who do we bring up instead? Nick Gonzalez, how's he doing? Ooh, 417 at AAA. I like that. I guess we'll go with Alamaze. Yeah, we'll go there. And then let's go to lineups. Make sure we fill in Alfred's spot. We'll just put Blade in there under the hopes that one day he gets his shit together. So we'll put Haniger in there, but we will swap. So he'll be DH, but we'll put Blade up and Haniger batting 7th. Okay. All right. So 5th in the division. This is, I was going to say, next step for us would to be rating other teams' bullpens, which we still might do. And that's the balance we got to run here. You know, is it worth, you know, making some of these trades, or do we just ride out what we have here? So, okay. Let's see how we do against the Dodgers. Okay. 1-0 win against the Dodgers. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Stop the presses there. What happened? Wow. Alonso, solo home run. Wow. 5 hits for the Buccos in the game. Domingo Herman, 7 1/3, 5 Ks, 4 walks. Ooh, we beat Bueller. Dustin May came in too. Wow. Made an appearance of the Young Guns. So we will take that one for sure. That's a win I was not expecting to get. 3-2 loss. 7-5 win. So it took 2-3 at the Dodgers. Okay. Okay. Matt, six innings pitched. 6 Ks. McAllister, see? Blown save. He got the win, though. See, this is what I'm talking about. I think it's our bullpen that's letting us down. Where are we at here? Where are we at? 9 back. 6 back from the wild card. Man. I'm tempted to make some trades here now. And then for the second half of the month, because the schedule gets a tad bit easier, not that much easier. Let's go to pitching staff. I really want to see how these guys are. And then let's see who we can send down without having to put through waivers. Not that I'm necessarily concerned about putting people through waivers here that are on the relief side. So Matt Hall, can't do that, out of options. Tristan Beck, who we're not sending down. Cody Bolton, he could be a trade target for sure. He's gotten a little bit better here with that sample size increasing. We might throw him back. Rocker's hurt. No. Oh, no. This kills me right here. I just noticed this. Sorry to get distracted. Kumar Rocker, injured, diagnosis pending. He was raking at AAA, too. Look at that. 12 strikeouts per 9. 4.5 walks. It's a little high, but still. Oh, man, that's brutal. I want to know what he has. That makes my heart hurt right there. That could be catastrophic, to be quite honest. But we shall survive. So everyone who who has options left looks like they're starting pitchers and not relievers. So, I mean, I feel like Zach McAllister almost has to go at this point, which would be a bad offseason signing for me. But let's just take a look at some of the relievers that we can get, and let's just see if we can get someone in here. Oh, I completely forgot about the upcoming draft. Oh man, I got to start scouting these players. What is that on the calendar? Okay, July 11th. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of time still. Okay, so before we get down too many rabbit holes here, is there anyone that we could pay to come in right away on the free agent list that could provide solid relief? I feel like the answer is no to that. I mean, there's Keona Kella, have him come back, but I'm not really interested in those services, to be quite honest. So let's look at player trade. So I have a couple players that that I went through and looked at that we could acquire. And I don't know if we're going to acquire all of them or really any of them. I mean, not all of them. It's a huge list. But some that we could get relatively cheaply here. And I call it the raid of the rebuilding team. So if someone's rebuilding, they're going to if they have any good relievers, they're going to want to trade them for, quote unquote prospects, or not really much. Maybe international scouting money, cash considerations, whatever. So I came down here at first to look at the rebuilding teams. So one of the players that I saw in here, which let's see if he's still here. Yeah, Zach Pop. He's a righty, extreme ground ball pitcher, which I like. 35 stamina only, so not the greatest. Looks like he has some control issues. But all in all, not a bad pitcher, in my opinion. He's been unlucky with some BABIP, high K per 9. Walk per 9 is very high, but limited on the home runs, too. He's someone that I believe we could get cheaply. Let's see if we still can. Okay, not really that cheaply, so we may not pull the trigger on him. Let's see. Let's go down to the Royals. They're another rebuilding team. Yeah, I have Clayton Andrews here. Let's check him out. Okay, 8 walks per 9. Woof. 14, almost 15K per 9, which is great. Again, small sample size. High whip. He looked a lot better earlier in the season when I was looking at this. Or a few weeks ago, I should say. See, we get him for almost nothing. But he's having kind of a shit season, to be quite honest. Let's go ahead and look at the Blue Jays. They're not rebuilding, but when I was looking at potential players, they had one that we might be able to we could acquire. It might cost us a little bit, but Jackson Reese, ground ball pitcher, 93, 95 miles per hour. He's been unlucky with BABIP, but 14 Ks, 1 per 9, 1 walk, 1 home run per 9. Again, small sample size, I know, but I mean that's someone that we could really use. Low stamina, but that's he's not coming in to pitch to long relief. So, I mean it would take us a little bit to get him, but there are some players here that I think we could part with. Whether it is a Brennan Malone. But see, I don't want to give up a Brennan Malone if this guy is, he's going to become arbitration eligible, and we have to pay money for him in a team that might not be that great. So I'd like to find someone who might provide a little bit more value. The other player that I was looking at, and I have a whole list here, and I will go through all of them because I'm not going to choke this season away, could be Jordan Hicks. The guy throws hard. Anyone who watches baseball knows that. Yeah, 100-plus extreme ground ball. I like his peripherals. He has great ratios. I'm just interested to see he's arbitration eligible here. I'm interested to see how much it's going to cost to get him. Yeah, see, quite a bit. But I mean, Cody, no, he's only 23. He's not. It's not worth it. Some of these guys' value have changed since the last time I looked, just because of the last few weeks. That's what happens when you don't pull triggers on trades. Sometimes guys get better, and their price goes up. Let's see. The other person I was looking at was Ken Giles. This would be really, I imagine we can probably get him pretty easily because of his contract. You could see a $5 million salary for the next 2 years. High walks. Let's see. I don't think we would need much to get him. Let's see. Actually, more than I anticipated, really. Joel Baez. If it didn't cost $5 million a year, that's ridiculous. And they still want a high-level prospect for him. Get out of here with that. Let's see. Mariners had another one as well. Sam. Let's see here. Is he still on? Yep, Sam Delaplane. 94, 96, 12 innings. He's given up no home runs, 18-5, strikeout to walk ratio. Could provide some oomph to the back end of the bullpen. And we can get him for very cheap. Let's see. What's his contract situation? Okay. Let's see. This is ratings here. See, better against. Yeah, he's better against righties than lefties. So he's really going to be like a righty-only pitcher. Let's see. Who could we trade away to get him that wouldn't be Miguel Toribio? That's a clicking sound. You're not. That's me making clicking sound. That is not anything wrong with your mic. Po Yu Chen. I mean, I feel like I could make this trade, not really worry too much. If you guys want Po Yu Chen for Sam Delaplane, I will make that deal. Ben Charrington says, accept. All right, Ben, relax, bruh. Relax. All right. Look at us. Weren't sure if we were coming to this episode trading, and we're just trading away here. Okay, so someone else I wanted to look at was on the Giants. Let me find him. I'm going to sneeze here. Clutch last second mute. Okay, the player I see is not here. Is he injured? There's Andrelton Simmons. Maybe AAA? Wow, Scott Kazmir. No kidding. He's still playing. At least in the simulation he is. Oh, there we go. Sean. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Extreme ground baller. 94 to 96 miles per hour. Oh, that walk ratio is, how do we say that? Disgusting in a bad way. I wonder what that even. I wonder what they would. I can see he was on the major league team when I looked last. There's no chance I'm giving up anyone like that for him. Stop smoking crack. The Phillies. This is someone who I thought was surprising. Sir Anthony Domingos was on the block, and yeah. He was on the block. It cost a little bit, but yeah, see, that's not like, yeah, I don't know if I would get rid of Bay for that. Yeah, I actually probably wouldn't get rid of anybody for this deal. Maybe Cody Bolton. Let's see, what's the arbitration? I mean, those ratios are really good. Ratings. Yeah, see, he's like a right-handed only kind of guy. Not only, but he has more impact against righties. Let's see, there was another one as well. Yeah. Eniel De Los Santos. Interesting that they're using him as a starter. But look at that. 18 innings pitched. And again, I know it's a bigger sample size than some of the other guys we've looked at. Whip of only, 0.6, 10 strikeouts per 9, 1 walk per 9. I mean, that's pretty. Now, of course, he's getting really lucky with BABIP, but let's see what those ratings are. Oh, wow. It's kind of, not great. What happens if I can't really say, hey, let me see what your ratings are as a reliever. Let's see if we try to trade for him. See what we have to give up. Wow. That's kind of surprising, actually. What's wrong with him? Why do they want to get rid of him? It's like an average reliever, which at that point provide adequate middle relief. At this point, that would be gladly accepted. Who did they want us to give up again for him? Can't believe we got Delaplane like that. It's wild. They want some young guys here. There's no one that's either young and really bad or old and in the low minor still that they would take. Kevin. I got that confused with Kevin Kramer for a second. Yeah, everyone here has some potential that I don't necessarily want to give away. So we'll keep that in mind. We're not going to make any trades there. The Brewers had someone as well. Adrian Hauser, which in real life I believe is a very good reliever. I can't remember. Extreme ground ball pitcher, 95, 97. A little bit high on the walks, a little bit high in the home runs, but certainly has the ability to pitch well. Let's see what the ratings are. See, same against both. That's attractive for sure. Don't really have to worry about splits there. Scouting, let's see. Power reliever who can serve as a back-end reliever. That's good to hear. That's what OSA thinks, what our head scout thinks. Could likely fill as a setup man. I like that. Let's see. Arbitration, eligible, over $1 million contract. We have some cash to play with here. Let's see. What would we have to give away for him? See, this is someone who I might trade away Cody Bolton for. But it's tough to make that trade in the division because you don't want that coming back to bite you in the ass. And I think that just based on how the numbers have shaken out, I feel like there's still some potential there with him. So we're going to keep that on the back burner. Let's see. Let's go down to the Marlins here. They had someone who was like, okay. Tommy Eveld. Yep, he's already up there. Yeah, his numbers, his ratios kind of suck. Let's see what his ratings are. Yeah, see, he's a righty pitcher, like a righty only kind of guy. That's not really a trade. I bet you I can get him for practically nothing though. What? Nope. Next. I don't know why they'd want that much for him. And again, that's what happens when you get close to the deadline. Time goes. You get these players' prices who change. Let's see. Let's go with the Angels here. Felix Pena. Neutral, 94, 96. His ratios aren't great, except for the strikeout per 9, obviously. When I say rate, I'm looking at the home run and the walks. And that might be bad to judge a reliever off that, but especially with a small sample size. But I take that into consideration at least. Opponents may want to stack lines with lefties due to his trouble to get them out. That's what our head scout thinks. OSA thinks that will look weak. In a strong bullpen, Pena will look weak, and in a weak one, he'll look strong. Could have some problems getting left-handed batters out. Let's see the ratios here. Yeah, I mean, they're not great. Let's see. What do they want for him? Okay, nothing we're willing to part with just yet. And then the last person I was looking at here is Tommy Doyle from the Rockies. Terrible luck with BABIP, 500 BABIP. But even with that, he is giving up 2 home runs in 8 innings, which, again, could be... I mean, when you're looking at luck like this, that's pretty crazy. And, again, he's pitching in Coors Field as well. 11 Ks per 9, and then only 1 walk. That makes me believe that this is way inflated. Let's see. He still has some potential left. Doyle's a power reliever who gets as a back-end reliever. That's what OSA says. Our head scout believes that great command of his pitches. That'll rather give up a long ball. Improvements could push Doyle's ceiling from setup to closer. So this is a guy who has some potential here, in my opinion. Let's see if we can... Nick Gonzalez. I would like Tommy Doyle. What could we get? What could we give up to get him? I know we have David Bednar who... Oh, okay, maybe we might promote him. I like this. What's his ratings? Okay, solid ratings. David Bednar, where have you been all my life? I thought he was getting rocked this year when I looked earlier. I don't think I looked at Tommy Doyle's ratings here. Okay, yeah, look. Good versus righties, good versus lefties. Can we just overwhelm them with options and hopefully make a deal happen with prospect options? Let's see what we got here. Sorry, if you just heard me clear my nose. Just curious if we just... Oh. If we just pepper this team with... Okay, looks like that could work out here. But the question is, who are we giving up? Okay. Let's see. Do we have any old players here in the low minors that looks like their time may have passed and don't really have a chance at the major leagues? Colin Selby here. He's 24 years old. High A, I think that was. Okay, I think we may have found our candidate here. Miguel Peralta. (23 years old in Bradenton. I keep forgetting we're giving up other players, though, too. I don't want to give up too much. But at the same time, if the guy's not going to be good, just get rid of him. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Just me sitting here watching who I should give up. Ugh. He only pitched 3 innings or so. Okay, 21-year-old Dominican League. Okay, we'll add him in. If I can find him. There we go. Del Rosario. Nope, maybe that wasn't him. Yes, it was. Okay, there we go. What about Jack Herman here? What's the story with him? Just want to make sure I'm not going crazy here. I mean, he's hitting pretty well. But again, he's been at single A for 4 years now. Okay. This guy looks like he has the potential here. Let's see what our scouts think. Yeah, our scouts think he has a chance to make the league. What's his ratings like? He's only 19. We're going to remove him and see what it's going to take when we remove him to get the deal done. I'd like to include someone else here who may not have the same type of future that fellow did. Aaron Shortridge. Yep, looks like a good choice for me here. All right, so now should complete that trade. Boom. So now let's go back to our transactions here and see where all the homies are at here. Let's see. Anyone? Nope. Let's see. Waivers. I forget where they're put as soon as we acquire them. Yeah, they're not brought up. Okay, but I like the 2 trades that we made, though. Transactions. Let's go to transactions log. So just to recap here quickly, we traded Po Yu Chen to the Mariners for Sam Delaplane. And then we traded Aaron Shortridge, Jack Herman, and then Joe Elvis Del Rosario for Tommy Doyle. So we'll go to Tommy here. We'll make sure he is, let's see. It says he's in the majors. All right, that's good. And then I believe Delaplane was also in the majors too. Okay, great. So we're going to end the video here. We're going to come back. Was not expecting to do that trade video here, but we're going to come back. Then we'll sim the rest of May and see if our acquisitions in the bullpen can have a positive effect to the season. So anyways, thanks for hanging around when I make some bullpen updates, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and hopefully we make a great run to the top of the division. So thanks for hanging with me. I'll see you on the next video, guys.